Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, last year he had an ERA of about 3.5. Very consistent, and really he kept his ball club in the game every time he took the mound.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 24.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And Eric, this Angel ball club entering play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're playing catch-up one game into the season. So getting that win in front of the big crowd was a good, positive start to the season. Now they just need to carry that over into game two.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Grounded to third. Fielded by Escobar. On to first, and Fowler is retired for the game's first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is in the air out to right. Calhoun is there, 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, for me, the best defensive shortstop in the game, Andrelton Simmons. You watch him go to the hole and make throws, cover ground. Simmons is so athletic. He makes the difficult plays look routine.
Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Grounded back up the middle. Giavitello to his right. He has it. And a gorgeous flip to second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. John Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he had a real nice season last year. Had over 200 strikeouts on the season. He's got some of the better swing and miss stuff in all the league.
Bottom of the first straight ahead as Yunel Escobar steps in to get him started.
And leading off for the Halos, third baseman, Yunel Escobar.
Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, one guy to watch is Cole Calhoun. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Craig Gentry comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping 1 on the road on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to dwell too much on one loss, and we know how long the road is ahead of them, but sure, they'd like to have that game back, no doubt about it. Nevertheless, all you can do is put it behind you and move on. Yeah, a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Mike Trout takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Lester will check in on first, and the runner back easily. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he falls behind 0-2. Lester sets. Here it is on 0-2. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Coming to the plate now, Albert Pujols. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
And it's quickly 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's going to be a base hit, so the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0.
Trying maybe to carry a little of that momentum over from last night. He gets a pitch he can handle right here, and he's going to give his guys an early lead here, as that makes the score 1-0 here in the first.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Skied into straightaway right. Hayward giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Cole Calhoun set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Fowler. A leap at the wall by Fowler, but it'll come up empty. It's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
In now is Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Lester is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they score. Trout coming on. 1 out.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Jorge Soler will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just...
Batting 7.
Yeah, frustrated.
As he was way in front of that one.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Hard liner towards short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail here 4-0. Carlos Perez will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Carlos Perez.
Lester has his target. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Fowler is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Settling in now, Johnny Giavotella, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Third baseman, number 6, Yunel Escobar.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the order now for Yunel Escobar. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. On the ground up the middle. Russell has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They lead it 4-0. Leading Matt Caesar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
in there, and it's even now, 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. David Ross will get his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Dribbled to the right side. Perez gonna have to hurry. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the third inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Striding into the box, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. That's popped up out towards short right field. Giavotella is there for it. And that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Angels lead it 4-0. Craig Gentry digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Lester's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fastball's too high here, 1-0.
No strike.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Fowler, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he has started the home third with the double.
The center fielder, number 27.
Mike Trout will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's his first double of the year here on the Young campaign. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
No one out with a runner at second. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Count is full.
The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. A runner at second, nobody out. No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. He reached on a single in his first try. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
First and second here with nobody out. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. A throw behind the runner at second, but the runner's back easily. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Caesar has a beat on it. 1 down.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody on that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Now in the box, C.J. Cron earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. The throw pulls him off the bag. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And you know what? We see this happen way too many times. The ball's a nice little comebacker. He's got plenty of time to make this throw to second. But for some reason, he's got to wait an extra half second for his middle infielder to cover the base. And that delay just threw the timing of this play completely off.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Hayward at the track. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, he painted himself into an almost impossible situation on the mound. The conditions were ripe, and you know, when you're facing a guy like this with the bases loaded, you just get that feeling that he's going to do something special, and boy, did he ever right there.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Fowler going back on it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
Standing in now, Carlos Perez. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But the damage long since done for the Halos as they get 4 on the grand slam. We're through 3 here in Southern California. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Line to the right side. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Another look here. This ball's sinking fast, but he's on the full run, and he lays out to pull it in. That's well done there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
No strike.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
I know my job here is to be an analyst and to try and add some insight to what's happening on the field, but folks, words cannot describe how badly he got fooled on that pitch. I'm not even going to try.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Hot shot to third. Oh, great stop by Escobar. He's out.
No way. That was awesome.
They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Patella is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Travis Wood is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Johnny Giavotella will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Second baseman, Johnny Giavotella.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Third baseman, number 6, Yunel Escobar.
Yunel Escobar will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. One out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
Wood gets the sign. Here's the 3-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Here's Craig Gentry. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
No strike.
Two out, nobody on. Rocket to third. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
He's working on a 3-for-3 ball game now. He's been automatic all night. Comes through with another big hit right there.
Mike Trout will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Set to deliver the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Angels strand 1 as the lead holds at 8-0. Jorge Soler heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
And that's where he's at his best. When he gets that sinker running away, he's tough to hit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Looking to avoid his first walk. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Into the box, Addison Russell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Digging in, Matt Caesar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Pitch outside, the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
One out and a runner on second base. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Sent on the ground out to second. And this is knocked down over there. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The catcher, number 3.
David Ross stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Yeah, when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
No runs, 4 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Now a snap move over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Simple throw over there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now an 8-1 game.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Dexter Fowler will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Even though he swung through that one, you can start to see that the swings are getting a little better here in this 5th inning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Not close. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Chris Bryant, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Looking to minimize the damage here. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Set to deal on 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Angels are out in front, 8-1. Albert Pujols comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Woods ready. Here's the 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready on 1-2. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. 1 away.
Out. Now batting, first baseman, C.J. Cron.
C.J. Cron will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward moves over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun Stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. On his way to second is Calhoun. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Oh, man, and he hangs in there beautifully against a tough left-handed reliever. Here's another look at it. He just keeps that front shoulder in there and strong, gets the barrel of the bat through the hitting zone, and then he just stings this one for 2 bases. Man, that's pretty.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And he lays off there 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
The 1-0 delivery. Chopped foul right at home plate. 1-1, here it is. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit hard to short. Russell's got it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from Anaheim right after this. Anthony Rizzo will stand into lead. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Right side and right into the shift. Taken in by Simmons. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Ben Zobrist will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded by Escobar. Got him.
Whew, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
In is Jorge Soler. as he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. And there's ball one.
Lane 11, 1-1.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. A little bouncer. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Adam Warren will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here.
Warren.
Carlos Perez will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Catcher, Carlos Perez.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Hayward is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game, and I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
Johnny Giavotella will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. 1-2, here it comes. And another foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Number 6, Yunel Escobar.
Yeah, that's the thing about a 2-seam fastball. It'll really bear in tight. Show motion will give you a good look at what this will do to the bat. It just explodes on impact.
Stepping in now, Yunel Escobar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, the Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Addison Russell is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Smoked on the ground left side. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And that's why you love this guy playing short for you. Excellent range, and he's going to show off that hose, too. That's a nice play.
Into the box now, Matt Caesar. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, as we take a look at the pitches by inning, that last one puts him at 91. So stamina will start to become a real factor here the further he goes along.
David Ross steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Craig Gentry will get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Oh, 2 pitches swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Mike Trout stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Since coming in the 6th, he's knocked down 5 in a row. He's giving him a real lift out there.
Albert Pujols gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now here's the pitch. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Zobrist is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Halos lead this one 8-1. Dexter Fowler will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Hit to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Ready now, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and one. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Trout is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Cubs.
8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Chris Bryant will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Pitch on the way. Grounded foul off to the right. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Pedro Strop will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. C.J. Cron will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
C.J. Cron.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ballgame. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Cole Calhoun stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Rizzo in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat, so you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Andrelton Simmons will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. To third. Bryant's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Angels are gone in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Anthony Rizzo will start it off here in the 9th, and no sign of reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. changeup, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Gentry on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Ben Zobrist stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Slow roller out to short. Simmons takes it in. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler strides in, grounded out his last time through. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 8-1. Good night from Anaheim.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 6 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Heaney. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to John Lester. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.